Yeah, let me paint a different picture than the one we've seen. Not taken from the soil till there's nothing green, but growing in a way that makes the soil more rich. Reciprocal, sustainable, that's the switch. When a business pays its workers what they need to live, those workers spend their money and the business gets a give. Backing customers with cash to spend, it's a cycle, not an end. When you invest in education for the youth, they become the doctors, engineers, the proof that lifting others up, that sharing the resource comes back around. It's not just mortal discourse.
Reciprocal. When you grow, I grow. Reciprocal. When I thrive, you thrive. Not taking, creating, not zero somewhere elevating. Reciprocal. That's how it survives.
Company that trains its workers, invests in their skill. Seems expensive, short-term bill, but those workers more productive, more innovative too. Loyalty, retention, better work they do. Farmer who rotates the crops, less the land rests, seems like less profit. Not the best, but the soil stays healthy, yields stay high, sustainable for decades, that's the why. Infrastructure we maintain instead of letting rot. Costs money now, but saves a lot. When bridges don't collapse, when water's clean, long-term thinking, that's the scene.
Reciprocal. When you grow, I grow. Reciprocal. When I thrive, you thrive. Not extraction, creation, not parasitic elevation. Reciprocal. Sustainable and alive.
See, the math is simple when you think it through. Can't take forever from the one sustaining you. Whether workers, land, community, or trust, eventually extraction turns to dust. But reciprocal, that's renewable. Give and take, that's sustainable. When both sides benefit from the exchange, that's the system that doesn't need to change. It ain't charity, it's enlightened interest. What's good for you is good for me, that's the test. We're interconnected, tied together. Harm you, harm myself, now and forever.
This is what it could be when systems work for all. This is what we're building, not watching others fall. Not sacrifice, just vision, not losing, gaining more. Reciprocal, that's the mission, that's what we're aiming for. Reciprocal. When you grow, I grow. Reciprocal. When I thrive, you thrive. This is possible, this is doable. This is the pattern that sustains us all. Not extraction, that's the action. When we all win, that's when we begin. Let's build it in. Reciprocal, sustainable, mutual, viable. That's the way. That's the way forward.